Welcome back to Thistle Hill Farmstead. Today we've got a little painting chore to do. I'm down in our storm cellar and it's a concrete bunker kind of thing. And when the builder finished it, we really didn't finish the walls out. So you can see behind me, the walls are just kind of a bare concrete. So what I'm going to do today is I've got some concrete patch. I'm going to try to patch some of the bigger holes. I'm not going to worry about trying to make the wall smooth, but we're going to patch some of the bigger holes, and then we're going to paint the walls here. So come along with us, and remember, if you like this video, please press that like button and let me know. And also give me comments in the comment section below. That really helps me to know what you guys want to see in the future. And subscribe to keep up to date with all of our videos, and ring that bell notification so that anytime we post a new video, you'll get notified. So I'm down in the basement here, or the storm shelter, and this is the wall that I'm talking about. This is a concrete wall. I'm going to walk up a bit. You can see it's just a bare concrete wall that goes up partially, and then we've got the steps and the drywall on this side. There's Charlie. So, you know, it was never planned to finish this room out as a living area. It's really meant to be a storm shelter type area, so that if we do ever have bad weather, we have some place to get into. Even though this looks like a particle board ceiling, there's concrete above that. So it's a fully enclosed concrete bunker built to FEMA standards for storm shelters. And we can come down here if there's ever bad weather, because we're on the top of the hill here and there's no trees around us. So we're really vulnerable and exposed if we do happen to get some bad weather. And you can see here, this is the wall. And these are some of the areas where I was thinking about trying to patch just to make it look a little bit better. These are the metal clips that held the forms together. So they put a form on this side, a form on the other side, and these metal clips held those forms together. And then when they take the forms off, they basically just break these clips and leave them there. As I said, we're not trying to make this wall look like the drywall here, obviously, but we want to spruce it up a little bit so that it's just not a rough concrete wall. So here again, here's some more areas. And then up here, this is the wall. This is the slab that the house sits on. So you can see where they built the storm shelter first and then came in later and then poured the slab. And this is all rebar reinforced, and it will basically, the house could fall down on top of it and it would be just fine. So that's what we're going to do today. I don't know, I'll have to ask my wife if she wants to do this inside wall. And then here's some areas that the concrete didn't really fill in the forms 100%. So this I could maybe patch up a little bit just so it doesn't look so bad. But really, that's the plan for today. Isn't it, Charlie? Okay, let's do it. So what I'm going to be using to patch the areas is this Pro Select Premixed Concrete patch. Let's see, I'm kind of in the shade here. Shadows. There we go. That's a little better. And this stuff's, as it says, is pre-mixed. It looks like a kind of a putty or a spackle. There you go. And you just take a putty knife and you pull it out and spackle it on. So yeah, and I think I got this at Home Depot. Let's spackle a little bit of this stuff on here. Is it big enough? A little bit, and we're not trying to make it look like it's like it's a wall, but drywall. But we definitely want to try to make it look a little better. Not sure that that's making a huge difference. Yeah, I don't know that that's making a huge difference, but we'll do it anyway. Spin you around here a little bit. Let's see. Thank you, Charlie. Charlie's about to knock the camera over here. Okie dokie. Let's put them all here. Okie dokie. So I'm ready to start. First thing I'm going to do is I've got some old moving blankets that I want to put down on the stairs here to try to keep some of the paint off of that. So I want to do that first. Hey buddy, you helping Daddy? Yes. You helping Daddy, Charlie? Okay. All right, that should do it. What do you think, Charlie? You don't know what's going on? Okay, let me get my paint, my brush, and we'll get at it. Paint. screw stick. Brush here. Just take this up the stairs. Charlie's laying up there trying to figure out what's going on. Let's see how this works. Let's see. Right there. Hey, not too bad. Now when you're painting, it's always good to have a damp cloth also. So if you get a little paint on the trim like that, you can just take your damp cloth and wipe it off before it dries, and you're good to go. I'm going to get up close here and show you about the trim work. If you've never done cutting in with the paint, what you want to do is get you a nice big brush, and you notice that I've only dipped the brush in the bottom. I see a lot of people just dip the brush all the way down. You get a lot of paint in here that you don't need. So really just dip it into the bottom of the bucket, and I like to tap it on each side of the bucket, and then you load your brush up like this. And then you press down, like if I had a line here, you press down with your brush and spread the bristles out, and then you can get a nice straight line as you go. And then you can come back and catch it the other way. So you want to work with the end of these bristles here. See, even though there's no line there, I created a nice straight line. So here again, I'm going to go down here. You just kind of work your brush back. So let me show you what I'm talking about when I say dip your brush and tap it. So again, dip the brush just the end of the brush in like that, and then I tap it against the edge of the bucket. Now this section here is drywall. It obviously doesn't need to be cut in like for any straight line, but my wife to come here with a roller, I'm going to go ahead and work this edge. Another little trick for you is you want to save your brush and not have to wash it out. What you can do is take some cellophane, plastic wrap, and just wrap it up, and that will keep the brush from drying out. Or sometimes what I do is take a Ziploc bag and put over it and then zip it up to the edge. So let me see if I have a Ziploc bag and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, here we go. I have my Ziploc bag, and this one actually is Ziploc, but obviously you can use any brand bag you want. It doesn't have to be a Ziploc. And then just take your brush and put it in there like that. And then you can just take your zippy and push it over till it's latched in there as tight as you want it. And it doesn't have to be super airtight, but that will keep your brush from drying out. Also, as I said, you can have some cling wrap, and even if you have a roller, you can do the same thing with a roller. Just wrap your roller in cling wrap, and it'll stay damp and wet, so that even if you come back the next day and want to continue, you don't have to wash out your roller every time. If you're going to use the same color, obviously if you're switching colors, or if you're finished for the day, you'll probably want to wash it out. So the wife is busy with preparing lunch, so I think I'll go ahead and start a little bit of the rolling here. So make my paint up good. And then I'm going to pour me some in this here tray. Just brush back out so I can wipe the edge of the bucket off. Do this. There we go. Put that there temporarily. And I'll pour a little bit in here. All right, let's set this down here for now, and I'll put this back in my bag for now, and let's load up our roller. Bucket. I'm going to load up my roller. Let me move up here to the wall. Here we go. Now we're going to start right here. I'm going to put it on thick because I want to try to fill these holes. Let's see how we do. Okay, not too bad. This is a 1/4 inch nap roller. It's what I had. Could probably use a 3/8 inch. Might do better on this rough wall. But this is what I have, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm not going to the store to get anything for this. Yeah.
Oh, it looks great, Katie.
Now I'm going to do just a little touch up on the trim, just where I've got a little paint on it. It won't take much. I've just got my bucket of white trim paint here. A new brush. Looking good. Got a little dust on the top here. Wipe that off. That dust came from where I wiped off the upper ledge there when I painted it. So it all fell out here. Clean that off. Just with a dry brush. There we go. Okay. I'll bring you down a little closer so you can see what I'm doing. This is the finished product. Here's my moving blankets that I just had down, but you can see down through there. We painted this bottom part of the concrete wall here and repainted some of the trim. So that looks pretty good. Come down and show you the finished product. Now granted, this wall is not a finished wall, but it looks a little bit better than it did. It's just a bare concrete wall. Let me zoom out just a bit.